podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.
Aloha and welcome to another edition of HNN Overtime, the Hawaii News Now sports podcast, coming to you from the HNN Digital Center. I'm Kyle Chinen, joined as always by Cienna Pilotin, Davis Pitner, the full crew. What's up, guys?
Here we go. Good morning. It's another Friday episode in the AM.
Indeed it is. We have
It's early.
It is early.
It's actually really not.
I mean, yeah.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
We could have like woke up for sunrise and did it then.
At the time of this recording, it is currently 8:37 a.m. So
It's like early?
it's I don't know. I guess it's not that early.
It's early, yeah.
That's true.
We usually record in the afternoons when all of us are kind of free from like our daily responsibilities in the newsroom, but sometimes we have to do it in the morning just to get everybody in at the same time.
Yep.
But I think the earliness will not cloud our excitement for this first story. We're going to jump right in.
I agree. And, I feel like we always have to start off with UH and, jumping right in. A lot of players are jumping right into spring ball and spring football. Mm-hmm. This weekend, we got a spring game.
Spring game time.
Timmy Chang wasting no time at all for this. This is kind of exciting. It should give fans a little sneak peek of what to expect this upcoming season. So cue the B-roll. There it is.
There it is.
So, everyone.
Wow.
Annual spring game set for February 25th, this Sunday.
Sunday.
Gates open at 4 p.m. Action begins at 5 p.m. There will be a live DJ, food trucks, and an autograph session.
Yo.
So,
wicka. I mean, it's gonna be cool though, because last season they didn't have a spring game. They just kind of were, we're gonna focus on the work. Get the most out of whatever. But I think we all remember the first spring game with Timmy Chang was super fun. So I can't wait. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, this will be exciting to watch the team. See, I mean, this is more of an entertainment type of situation, but like, football-wise, it'll be cool to see what they've kind of been working on and see what they have to improve on into fall. Some new guys.
I think it's exciting, and I think it's a good way to get the community back out. I mean, it's not a lie. Last season there weren't too many fans out in the stands.
Pretty good fans. I mean.
Yeah, pretty good number.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely.
I've never heard Davis actually be opinionated about something.
I know.
No, after last season, I think they definitely need to rebound, right? I mean, that's not a secret, and I mean, this is a good way to get the community out and come out and see what this team is made of. I mean, we got Braden coming back, and we got a lot of new players also joining. A lot of good offensive weapons, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it should be a lot of fun. I mean, it's going to be, like you said, entertainment, and then sneak peek of what's to come.
Yeah, I talked to Timmy and Pafele the other day at practice, and Pafele was super excited, like you said, for the fan interaction and to kind of see what they've been cooking up. And, the connection with him and Braden and the rest of the receivers, he says, is just getting stronger. So he's hoping to showcase that a little bit. And then also, too, when I talked to Timmy, he kind of planned it out. It's a pretty busy weekend at home for UH. On Saturday, there's baseball, softball. Softball's on the road, baseball, men's basketball. There's a lot going on. And then also on Sunday, too, there's a Sunday matinee baseball game at 1. So it kind of ends right before the spring game. So he told me, hopefully you guys are watching baseball. You're enjoying your afternoon at the Les, and maybe you want to spend your evening at the Ching. Basically,
what a weekend!
This is a packed weekend for UH.
Admission is free. There's food trucks. There's gonna be a DJ. It's.
I don't know.
Wait, Kyle, do that one more time. I like
That's
that.
my DJ.
That's the DJ.
I'm gonna be headlining Aryan nightclub.
Please.
Catch me in Vegas at EDC. Please. Just wicka.
See, we all know you're gonna be there. Are you gonna take over the DJ role though? Are you gonna say hey, step aside? I'm coming up here.
Yeah. Let me get the
DJ Kyle.
Let me spin it real quick. But I think if I did that, I'd lose my credentials.
Yeah.
That'd be the last straw.
Because that Dolly Parton song would come on, and then what?
What
are we gonna do?
Literally, what are we gonna do? It's gonna be that one and Every Time We Touch, and then that's low key.
Our viewers are learning so much about you.
That's low key the unofficial HNN Overtime theme song. We always play it to hype each other up, but also too, it's just a banger. Come on,
it is,
classic.
Yeah.
It's
can't
a
go wrong with
classic.
it. You can't go wrong
and then
with
country
it.
for the rest of the night, and then
Okay.
that's what would kick me out.
I mean, Shager might like it.
Shager might.
Yeah.
I think the Texas boys would actually appreciate some country in the lineup. But no, I'm excited for the spring game to see what they have to offer. I mean, I've been watching practice here and there, and lots of new pieces, but also a lot of familiar faces. So trying to see if that can mesh. I will say Timmy Chang doing a pretty good job of managing this team so far and kind of being, putting these pieces together and getting the players in place. And now fans, guys, might have a chance to do it themselves.
Oh,
because
I like the
EA
transition.
Sports,
Yes.
that was a slow build. EA Sports yesterday announced that all 134 FBS schools will be included in the upcoming EA Sports College Football 2025, excuse me. That was a lot of 2020, blah, blah, blah. But as you can see, the logos, they announced it.
This was kind of cool when they did that.
So
Yeah,
cool.
they did all the teams.
So UH will be a part of that, and I'm hyped. I remember back in 2014 in the last game, I'm not much of a gamer, but I do remember playing NCAA 14.
That shows your age.
I mean, yeah, it does. It definitely does. It definitely does. But I just love seeing the jokes online of I can't wait to take UMass to the national championship.
I know.
Yeah. It's this is my dynasty team. But
This is gonna be so fun.
It's going to be so
is.
cool. I mean, growing up, I played all the NCAA college football games. That was the go-to thing. I was a huge, obviously, Southern California guy, USC fan growing up. So I would always play as the Trojans.
Ooh.
And, I'm so happy it's back. I mean, they discontinued it back in 2013, 2014. And so it's been 11 years since we've had this type of game come back out, and there's been so much hype for it. One thing that I was looking at, the CBS Sports was talking about, was that a lot of the schools have been working with EA Sports to include crowd noise and fight songs. So
This is really
University
personalized.
of Hawaii, guys.
let's go Bows. Let's go Bows.
Do we hear Billy V on?
I know. I bet we're gonna hear
say,
some Billy
some
V in
Billy
this
V?
game. Yeah, I think some Billy V in this game.
Guy
So
Hoggy doing the wave.
No, we were talking about this before we started recording. I'm
Really?
what's the most unique part of the Ching game day experience?
Yeah.
And it's Guy Hoggy in the third quarter doing the wave surf report. I mean,
yeah.
It's so good.
You know what I'm curious about is that, they're going to have all the stadiums for each of the teams. Do we see Aloha Stadium or do we see TC Ching Field?
it's probably gonna be Ching Field.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
not unfortunately.
Limited
but
capacity.
Yes, it will be
Yeah,
TC.
it will be TC Ching, and then we have to wait till NCAA 28 to get new Aloha on paper.
That should look kind of cool. I mean, based off of all the pictures, and obviously it could change.
Yeah.
The hypothetical kind of what it's gonna look like, drawings and stuff. I mean, it could look really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
that's the
this will be
thing.
dope. But also, it's kind of they're doing so much.
Yeah.
Would this be so overwhelming? Not to say that you have 134 schools.
Yeah,
being involved
exactly.
In this.
Yeah.
And each one is personalized, and each athlete gets to choose if they participate or not. That's a lot. And
Right.
they're gonna make a lot of money on it.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what type of product it is. I say when it comes out, we should buy it.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
document us playing it.
We should definitely set up webcams and
Yes.
play it.
We'll
Play a
do
dinosaur.
our
100%.
Twitch
Yeah,
stream.
Twitch
A
stream.
Twitch stream.
Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
We'll see who watches
Oh my
that.
God.
Yeah.
I'm down to play.
Me too. I think we should get an office tournament going.
Oh,
because I was talking to our morning producer, Mike Casper, and he's like, office tournament? I'm like,
oh, I'm down. I'm down.
Maybe, we have to, like, before you enter, you have to come in with your school.
Yeah, I think so.
Get ready for me and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers to run the table. The Eastern Michigan Eagles.
It was so crazy. I mean, looking at like all the teams that they have, I'm gonna play it one more time. I mean,
yeah, we got to.
It's just
so,
it's just
like,
crazy.
The options are
I do remember when I was during the last game, my go-to team was Oregon because I was a big Oregon fan. I was a big Oregon fan. I really thought I was gonna be a Duck, and then I stayed 5'11".
Oh.
Oh, the Fighting Illini.
It's just cool every time you. I mean, it's like
Playable participant.
There
different. There it is.
That was really good pausing by you.
Right?
You just,
I'm just hit. Yeah. I mean, we're just. We're just going through it. Yeah. Well, Kansas.
Actually, that's how we should do the tournament, where we just play it, and
then
pause it, and that's your team. So
that's a good one.
If you get stuck with
North Dakota.
Then let's go. Let's run it.
Wait till me and the South Dakota State Jackrabbits run the table, like. But no, I like that. We'll write that. We have this on tape.
I like that.
That we're gonna come in and want to be Texas and Michigan.
We should. We should
100%.
make a web video out of it.
I think we should. We can make that happen.
Definitely.
We can make that happen. And it's cool too for the players because they get a free copy of the game too.
So
some perks.
Yeah, I want to bring that up because the last time we had the game was 2014, and one of the many reasons that they weren't able to make another one was, this was before the time of name, image, and likeness, and a lot of players were like, this is my likeness in the game. I'm not getting compensated for this multi-million-dollar product. So then they just stopped. Mm-hmm. So now, in the age of NILs, players have the option to opt in. So according to CBS Sports, thank you, Davis, again, for all our handy-dandy notes.
CBS.
So according to CBS Sports, more than 11,000 players will have a chance to be in the game. If they opt in, they get $600 and a free copy of the game. So, I mean, if I'm
it's kind of a win-win.
It is.
So cool.
I mean, and then they're also going to do like an ambassador program for a select few of maybe like the top echelon, maybe like a Caleb Williams or like a, the higher end of the college football stars.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Maybe.
No, that I would want to play as him. Like,
I'd be down to play Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a sleeper. But so the ambassador program, I think they get a little bit more incentive because if you just opt in, get the 600 in the free game, you don't have to do any of the, hey, go get this game or like the ads and things like that. But the ambassador program is more of that traditional NIL situation where you're like, hey guys, come check out this game. I'm doing events. Mm-hmm. So that's also for them. And then you can also decide to opt out, which I couldn't see anyone passing up $600 in the game.
Like you're a college student, $600.
Yeah,
that goes a long way.
That goes a long way. That's a lot of meals right there.
Oh yeah,
and it's pretty iconic. To say you're part of that, like, hasn't been around for 10 years.
Yeah,
and now you're that first class that gets to experience that. That's so cool to me.
And it's like 100%. I think like a lot of the kids in college right now weren't really old enough to experience the last game, right? So this will be super cool. And I was also hearing that. So if you opt in, you will remain in the game and you'll get compensated annually with each release, and you'll stay in the game unless you say like, hey, this year I don't want to be in it. Or if you graduate.
Or what if you switch teams?
That I read a report that as long as you're on a college roster, they will move your name.
Oh, so they'll follow you.
Yeah, they'll follow you.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Speaking of like following in like different teams, conference realignment I heard was rumored to be a part of this game. So
Wow.
Yo, Hawaii to the Big Ten.
Please.
Big Ten.
Please.
Big Ten. This is Big Ten country.
Big Ten country.
Big Ten country.
And Timmy's going to be in it.
Timmy,
right?
Yeah. Technically, he was in it in
the
one
last
of them,
one.
Back when he was in at UH. Granted, it was like player number 14, but it was still him.
Gonna be head coach Timmy now.
Yeah,
Yep.
He's the 3D model of him on the sideline of Ching Field, just hand on hips,
on hips,
or like with the play sheet, just
I wonder if we're gonna get some Manoa Mist.
Some Manoa Mist. Wait,
in there?
wasn't that like a setting, right? You could like choose the weather like before the game
Yeah,
started.
that's a setting.
This is like torrential rain. Manoa. Make it snow.
Look, it's an automatic snow in Manoa.
Snow
game in Manoa.
Snow game.
Oh my God,
right there.
that is
Football
football weather. Yeah,
That's Big Ten weather.
That's Big Ten weather.
Yo, y'all want us over?
Like, hey, we went to the big house.
We did.
Snow at TC Ching Field. That would be something to see.
Yeah, we would. That'd be a first alert.
That would be a first alert. Call in Drew Davis.
I'm sure Drew would play in the tournament. I'm sure he
I
played.
think he would. Oh yeah, Drew's a gamer.
He is.
I play with Drew. Yeah. There's some of us in the office that we play together.
I was not invited.
We weren't invited.
It's an exclusive. Kainoa, Drew, and I all
the
meet
boys.
up. The boys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just naming off. Yeah, Drew, and then Kainoa is our producer.
No,
yeah, it's a first alert.
So left out.
No, you guys can join. We'll send an invite.
It's okay.
All are welcome.
I'll join.
Fine.
All are welcome.
I'll
get the big headphones with the
You gotta have the big headphones. Yeah, you gotta.
LED lights in the background.
Yeah, LED lights.
I'm just describing my younger brother. He's a gamer.
He's like, yeah.
He's been talking to me a lot about the game too, and he's excited. I'm like, I'm about to wax you, dude.
Yeah.
You youngins don't
know.
We'll see.
That is true. I don't play video games. So.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it should be fun.
I'm excited.
I've been a gamer for a while, and this game. Oh yeah. Yeah, but when I do game, you get a little hungry, right? In the morning. And you got to have a good, well, yeah, you got to play any time of the day, you got to work up an appetite. And one of the best things that I eat are bananas.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, bananas. That's like Savannah bananas. Yes. Wait, Kyle, didn't you do a story yesterday about the Savannah bananas?
I did. I mean, the Savannah bananas, I've talked about them at length, I think. I love this concept. They are the most entertaining team
Harlem
in sports.
Globetrotters for baseball.
Essentially, yes. And a former Rainbow Warrior fan favorite is taking the mound in Banana Land, guys.
Ooh, Kyle.
Andy Archer, former Rainbow Warrior right-handed pitcher, is trading in bows for bananas.
Wow.
I wrote that. I was pretty proud of that line.
Good. That's pretty good.
He is signed with the Bananas. There you see him in the bright yellow for the 2024 World Tour that they're having. He was a transfer from Georgia Tech, spent a couple years at UH, but fell in love with the place. He was living out here the last couple years, kind of removed from baseball, but realized he still had a little bit left in him. So he reached out to the team, got a private workout, and was signed. Yeah, with the surfboard. Yeah. And so, if you notice the reference here, Hunger Games, Katniss Everdeen, his whole bit is that he is the archer, so he has the quiver and the bow at the mound. Struck him out, and so every strike he throws an arrow into the dirt, which I think is kind of cool. So that's his kind of role in the Bananas, and he's loving it. He also credits UH a ton as far as fan interaction and the love that the fans have for the team and vice versa, to how he's been able to kind of transition into Banana Land, which is really fans first. They get to interact with fans constantly. You saw that video just a little bit ago, but yeah, just pretty cool. Cool story. That
was pretty good. I've been following their Instagram for a while, the Savannah Bananas, and it is just so funny, everything that they do. Like, you have to have a certain personality and skill, because you have to be a good baseball player.
Right.
Yeah, you have to be. I mean, these guys are professionals. They're really, really good at baseball, alongside doing all these fun, skits and everything. I mean, I absolutely love it. I love it when they're on the mound and they all are like dancing. The umpire too. Yeah. He is such a great part of it as well. There's such a fun team to watch.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I really do feel like they could play like professionally.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of these guys are, high-level college players and played some minor league ball, but it's really for the fans. And I remember talking to Andy, and then I did a story last year on Brilliant Almodova, another former UH player that plays for the Party Animals, which is their opposing team.
Yeah.
And they both said, like, yes, they are the Harlem Globetrotters of basketball, of baseball. But you know how the Harlem Globetrotters always win. They always just beat up on the other team. These games are legit.
Like actual, games.
So Andy was telling me in the interview that their opening weekend, they got swept by the Party Animals in a 3-game series. So it's like, it's legit.
It is a rivalry, yeah.
So it's a rivalry, and it's competitive, but also, like, super fun. So I'm glad that it's almost too perfect to think that he's playing for the Bananas, because I remember him at UH. He was this charismatic, like smiling dude that just kind of ingrained himself with the fans, and everybody kind of loved him. And so I think it was a perfect transition for him to keep playing baseball, because other prospects kind of fizzled out after he graduated. So good for him. I mean, it's going to be fun.
And I love the whole entire Archer bit too.
Right?
Like, I really like that. Like, each one of those players, they have like a specific kind of thing with them.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's pretty creative. The whole entire Hunger Games kind of theme for him.
Just having the bows.
Having the bow.
Yeah. And the arrows on his back. I think that's it's pretty unique. And I remember him telling me that he literally got there for like training camp, and they're like, "Oh, your last name's Archer. Like, what if you,
So good.
what
It's
if you
so
have the
easy.
bow? It's just too easy."
And he's a former bow.
Bow.
So it just makes sense.
So, bows for bananas for bows. So like, bow, banana, bow.
It's a full circle.
It is a full circle. Life comes at you quick.
You know what else is a full circle, Kyle?
What?
A basketball.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the sphere, but we don't have that in the
We don't have the
today.
sphere. Not today. We got to give a break
different
from
spherical object.
We got to give a break from the sphere. But just this past this weekend was the NBA All-Star game.
Yes.
Everyone. And obviously Steph Curry, greatest shooter ever in the history of basketball, and personal favorite. I'm just calling it as it is.
Where's
they did
your
a
jersey?
cool. I can get it. It's on my chair.
It's okay.
You guys sure?
Yeah.
Well, yes. They had it's not your typical 3-point contest. They had that, but this is a very special one. It was the NBA versus the WNBA.
Yes.
It was Steph Curry versus the top 3-point shooter for the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu.
Yes.
Sabrina,
yeah.
This actually Sabrina went off. This was such a close matchup. I was watching it, and Sabrina went first, and she scored 26 points. So for those of you who haven't seen the 3-point contest before, there's basketballs all around. You have to shoot. There's 27 basketballs. Each of them are worth different amounts of points, though. The last basketball is worth more. And so you go around shooting them, and whoever obviously has the most amount of points wins. So Sabrina went first. She got 26 points. Solid amount. Steph Curry was super surprised. He was like, not everyone can get that many points. And Steph went right after. He got 29 points to get the victory. But props to Sabrina. This was the first time, I think, ever that we've had an NBA versus WNBA clash.
Yes, I love it.
So that was very cool, something I was watching. And just goes to show, I mean, both.
She's a baller.
Yeah. She's amazing. I love that they did the WNBA. Like, they included them. That's so fun. I mean, I don't know if this is a hot take, but
here we go. I'm ready. What is it?
Oh, man.
No.
I didn't mean it like that.
It's not even bad. I personally feel like the 3-point contest is more entertaining than the dunk contest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You guys agree? I feel like that'd be a hot take. I feel like people love the dunk contest.
I think because the dunk contest has gotten so bad, like not unoriginal. It's just like not as creative as before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I grew up on Blake Griffin,
right?
And Mans was jumping over Kias, so like,
exactly.
You know, you doing a little behind the back, ain't
or even
the
Dwight Howard Superman.
Yeah, like
yeah.
there were some good.
That was pretty good.
That was what we were raised on.
Yeah,
like
that was pretty
no
good.
No offense to Mac McClung, but like they really just sign him to a 10-day to be in the dunk contest and drop him back in the G League. Like, okay, guys. And then, like, who is it? Brown trying to jump over Kyle Chinen, who is sitting down and is already tiny.
Yeah.
Already tiny,
like, it's just, come on, guys.
I like the 3-point contest. I think it's so entertaining. But I do, as much as I like this and that they got the WNBA involved, I like just having, like, you know, Steph versus Devin Booker. And I like seeing the top of the top.
I think Damian Lillard actually won this year's 3-point contest. The actual
primary,
the NBA one, because he's a great shooter too.
I will give Sabrina a lot of credit, but also a former Duck, but she's awesome. She was shooting from the NBA line, not the WNBA line. So more power to her, and she put up 26 points that Steph could have, you know, it really could have gone either way, but he kind of went off towards the end. She went off at the beginning and kind of started missing a little bit at the end, kind of vice versa for Steph, where he got hot at the end. But also, fun fact, she's married to one of my favorite college football players growing up. From the University of Oregon, it was Marcus Mariota, center.
I thought you were gonna say she's married to my friend. I was like, wait.
No.
You didn't bring her on HNN Overtime yet?
No.
What's happening?
Dude, you don't think if my buddy was married to Sabrina Ionescu that I wouldn't call him to call her?
No, you're right.
To get on the Zoom to talk about this contest?
I love that she's dating a center or married to a center.
Most athletic, position groups on the team right there.
That's the skill position.
It is a skill position.
It's the biggest skill.
Yeah, it is the biggest
skill. I mean, just saying. But no.
I love power couples.
Power couples.
That is a power couple.
That is a power couple. Yeah.
Almost as powerful as a Super Bowl champion couple. But we won't talk about. We haven't talked about them in 2 episodes, guys.
That's pretty. Well, now you're kind of bringing them up.
Yeah. But I haven't said their name.
You haven't said their name.
It's like Voldemort.
There's stuff that we could say, but we're not going to say it.
We're not.
I did see a story recently, but I'm not going to say it because we can't talk about it.
What was the story that they're
I can't talk about it now.
Okay. But also, did y'all see
wasn't a big story.
Kylie Kelsey at Fashion Week?
Queen.
Just clap it up for Kylie Kelsey.
Know what I like about her too is that did you see that story about her not wearing Chiefs gear? All props to her. There was a story recently about her. They were at I think it was the Super Bowl and. She would not wear any Chiefs gear, even though Travis was in the game.
She wore the Cincinnati stuff because
it's
red.
I love her. Like she's like, I'll support, but I'm not wearing Chiefs, so I'll wear the next best thing, and that's your Bearcat shirt.
She is a diehard
I just
Eagle.
love this family so much.
I remember the Kelsey documentary going when they were at the Super Bowl. She was like, if Jason ever moved teams, I'd wear Kelsey, but I would never wear another team's gear. I'm like, that is the kind of dedication.
The diehard Philadelphia fan right there.
That is the diehard. And like, Jason has been getting out the house a lot recently after the Super Bowl. So good on her for getting out. It's her turn. Yeah. Sorry to go off on that tangent.
Note of the next Madden game though. We were just talking about games earlier. I think Madden. I think they should have a Jason Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
I thought you were talking about like cutaway shots to a booth.
I mean, I'm sure they will do that. Yeah.
Actually, that would be funny. I wasn't thinking of that, but I hope they actually would be kind of cool.
But I'm sorry, go.
No, I was just gonna say the same thing. Jason Kelsey, like shirtless, also out of the
I prefer that version.
I think that would be kind of funny, but I would not be surprised if they put little,
Oh yeah.
Her.
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 Well,
we're gonna try and just avoid saying her name for one episode.
I think we're getting there, guys.
Who knows? Stick around for next week's episode. We might talk about her.
we might the entire time.
Yeah.
But also before we get off the topic, we kind of already did, but with the Steph versus Sabrina, they did do it for charity, so that's always a good cause. I want to mention that both of Steph's foundations and Sabrina's charities they were raising money for. So great cause, and it was super cool to see two of the best shooters in their respective leagues.
Oh, crazy.
Go off. I also want to talk about going off the Celebrity All-Star game. Can we talk about Micah Parsons and Puka Nacua?
Yo, Puka baller like that.
Yo, Puka got hops.
Yeah, I love Puka. He's such a great player. That's such a great guy.
Yeah. That's the 2019 Polynesian Bowl Offensive Player of the Year, or of the game, excuse me. But I didn't expect him to be able to dunk like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's an athlete.
But also Micah Parsons treating this like the NBA Finals. He put up 37 points in an All-Star game.
Man said, I'm going to lead the team.
He's like, he's dunking.
It's no joke for some guys.
No, he's
it's
like,
no
I
joke.
want that ring.
I remember,
he ain't getting it on the football field.
He got the.
He's like, I'm gonna get a ring real quick.
He got the Ruffles All-Star MVP, like
not the Ruffles.
The Ruffles, baby. I remember seeing the clips of his podcast, the episode before the All-Star weekend with CJ Stroud, because they were on opposing teams, and they're like, "Oh man, like you didn't know me in high school, blah 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 blah." I was like, "We'll see." And then
CJ Stroud was worried about off the court.
I mean, could you imagine the Texans front office when you see CJ Stroud in the paint? Like, can you get off the court, please? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought he was hanging out with Amber Rose.
Oh, that too.
Probably.
That too. Yeah. We can't be having these celebrity couples like this. CJ got to get back in the lab. Like,
well, I could give him a list of celebrities that he should date, and I don't think
she's not on it. Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair. All right, guys, it's time for Under Review, and the first story I think touches us all in some way because we all like sports updates and things like that. So Apple is taking a bigger swing at sports. We didn't write this, but on Wednesday the company launched a free app for iPhone users that delivers real-time scores and stats, and even optional live betting. Apple Sports, which is what it's called, will offer live data from the NBA, the NHL, and the MLS during March Madness. It'll have real-time info for both the men and women's tournament. Apple says other leagues will be added in the future when their seasons begin, including the NFL and the MLB. Now, while the app can alert users when a broadcast is beginning, it will not stream the game directly inside the app. So I guess it's one of those almost like an ESPN sports app, things like that.
I will not be downloading this.
Oh. So we were talking about this before we started the segment. Yeah, what is your go-to?
I'm a Bleacher Report type of girl.
Okay.
That's my ride or die. Honestly, I just am so used to it. It's just out of comfort. I've had that app for how many years now, so I've just gotten used to. I do like their push alerts, and I like that it's customized to my teams. Now, I don't know if Apple does the same thing, and I'm just, hating, but I like it customized to my team, so it tells me after each quarter what the score is, the final score, anything going on with that team, good or bad, trades, it just gives me all of that. So that's my preference, and so I will be sticking with Bleacher Report. But I am intrigued.
Yeah.
Because
I also think that Apple's trying to make this feel new and innovative, but I'm pretty sure the other apps are also getting real-time stats and data.
There's so many apps. I mean, CBS Sports has an app, ESPN has an app,
Fox
even
Sports.
March Madness, NCAA, they have an app also. I mean,
and for March Madness, I like to download the March Madness app.
Right.
So I don't do Bleacher Report or anything. It's best to have that app because it gives you the most real time, and then you can even watch it. If you log into your provider, you can watch the games. So.
And that's even with CBS Sports, you're able to watch sometimes with that. And I mean, this one just kind of seems, it's really cool. It just kind of seems like stats. And I mean, it's a lot of what the other apps kind of have already.
Exactly. And it's
one thing that I don't think the other apps have though is the whole betting feature.
That's a new thing with sports. It's
a
lot of people want to,
separate apps.
Yeah.
They have the sports betting apps, but.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to bet on an Apple product. I don't know. I'd go to the sites that have been like FanDuel or DraftKings.
And the thing I like about like the Bleacher Report or just any like ESPN, all of those, like, because then you click on if there's a push alert about like a headline, some like Patrick Mahomes agrees to a deal, you click on it and then it gives you an article.
Right.
It's like our HNN app, basically.
Right, yeah.
So like I don't know if this like whose article is this linked to?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Apple doesn't have like a group of people like digitally writing
articles,
or at least
that's
like,
a
so
good
what are
point.
you linking to?
Right.
You might click on it and it still links you to a Fox article or something,
Yeah. It'll probably take you to like the most, like the most trafficked article, right?
Probably.
That's on like Google or something. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was a subtle plug. HNN app, it's free. You can get all of our sports content there too.
Just go to the podcast section, scroll down, HNN Overtime.
There it is. We're pretty easy to find. What was it, Deion Sanders? I ain't hard to find.
We right here.
But yeah, I don't know.
Right here.
I don't know if this will stick. I think it's one of those things
people
where
are clowning it. The real like sports stuff are clowning it.
Also, if you want, can you go back to the picture of what the app icon looks like?
Oh, yeah,
I don't like it.
I don't like
also,
it either.
first of all, in this whole entire reel, why you gotta show the Warriors losing? Why you gotta show the Warriors losing in that? Who took that screenshot?
That's a good one right there. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
So basic.
Yeah. Apple's the super sleek, like minimalist design, but like, I just don't. It's a soccer field, like okay. I don't know. I don't like it either.
Boring.
It is very boring. Very, very boring.
All of our Apple devices are just going to stop working now.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we heard what you said about
We heard what you're
it's
saying.
That AT&T shutdown.
All of a sudden, my battery is only lasting 15 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see if this sticks.
Yeah, we'll see.
Speaking of things that
here we go,
will probably stick, just the way that goes.
Oh, boy.
KFC has added a new item to their menu.
That was a good transition.
It's the chicken fried pizza.
Ooh. Well, take a look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why choose between chicken and pizza when you can have both? So it's called the Chizza. So chicken and pizza. Yeah, guys. It starts.
Go back to it.
It's on menus nationwide next Monday. It features 2 white meat fried chicken fillets topped with marinara sauce, melted mozzarella cheese, and crispy pepperoni. You can order the Chizza on its own or make it a combo. And if you're looking to cut calories, you'll have the option to order a half Chizza.
I don't know.
I'm trying to cut calories. Let me get a Chizza, but half
of it. Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember when KFC had, I can't remember what it's called, but it was the sandwich, but instead of the bread, it was 2 pieces of chicken with cheese and bacon on the inside? It's giving that. And
it is giving that.
Worse. That looks terrible.
It
looks like, this reminds me of like chicken parmesan with that marinara.
Yeah, it's giving chicken
It's like chicken parmesan with pepperoni on top.
And like they could have did the pizza better. The cheese is like not even fully melted. It looks frozen.
It looks worse than like Lunchables pizza.
Yeah,
and I love a Lunchables pizza. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
would not be attending, but I also don't love KFC.
Yeah.
Also,
like, she's not my girl.
I know that KFC has kind of been like dwindling in popularity with like Popeyes and other like Raising Cane's chicken places popping up. But I mean, they're still the OG. I don't think they need to resort to gimmicks.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
saying? Like, stick with the original.
At the end of the day, like when you think of chicken, you either think of KFC or Popeyes or like there's not many options out there, so there's no reason to like reinvent the wheel. Like especially if you did want to come up with something new, this is not it.
No, definitely not. Like,
definitely not.
I want to see those meetings with like the test group. To say,
I would love to
this is the one.
Yeah. They saw the pizza and was like,
this is it.
This is it. We're breaking ground here.
This is revolutionary.
I just love it. Like probably that one worker who goes up to the manager and like, hey, what if chicken pizza, like, what if we combine this? And they're like, brilliant idea.
You know where this probably came from? There was a 17-year-old KFC worker that worked at the KFC Pizza Hut combo after his shift and was like, what's left over? Piece of chicken, got some cheese and sauce, pepperoni, put it on top. And then the security cameras, corporate saw it on the security camera. Like, wait a minute.
That's okay. So that's different because that would actually be better because I'd rather have an actual pizza.
Right.
Like, give me a Pizza Hut pizza slice and then put like bits of KFC chicken, or they have popcorn chicken.
Yes.
So you put bits on.
Yes.
KFC, you listening?
Whole chicken. That is
You're pointing. Wait, let me put it back up.
That is a whole piece of chicken with just marinara sauce and cold cheese and pepperoni. Like, if we're doing pizza, just give me a pizza with chicken on it.
Exactly. And like, it's not like chicken on pizza is not a new thing. Like the barbecue chicken pizza, like at CBK, like that's a good pizza. But like, make it a Kentucky Fried Chicken pizza, like Cienna said. I totally agree.
Wait, are they selling these in Hawaii already?
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Right.
Well, Monday, I think. Monday, I think.
We might have to make a little trip.
My favorite bit though is just like just the cutting calories part.
Yeah, the cutting calories is crazy.
Just order half of it.
Don't worry, guys.
It's probably already like 3,000 calories. It's like, oh, you can only have like 1,500.
Right.
Yeah.
You just eat half.
Yeah.
Like,
tell coach that, hey, coach.
Like, I'm doing my part in cutting calories.
Yeah.
You go on the scale and you're like, hey, why are you up? I don't know, coach. I've been cutting calories.
It's all those cheeses.
The cheeses.
The cheeses.
The worst thing too is like in Hawaii, this is probably gonna be like $18.
Yes.
Like, I would rather just go somewhere else.
Like, I don't want to spend $25 on the combo meal and the pizza. Like,
does it come with fries?
I think
that's a good question.
I think like the combo like at KFC, right, is like a side and a drink, so you can get like the fries or the mac and cheese or
if you put mac and cheese on that, you deserve jail.
That's
you
jail.
gotta go to jail.
That's a trend that I cannot stand, is when people put mac and cheese on top of like sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
Have you done it on a burger though?
No.
A burger? No.
What?
Neither have I.
You guys, okay. Well, so it's like specific restaurants that have like mac and cheese burgers.
Oh, really?
It's so good. Now, I'm not cutting calories, so I can have one of those. But it is, it probably like clogs my intestines, but you all gotta try it.
Because like I just see
different.
Like these.
It's like having cheese on
right.
Yeah.
With pasta.
It's just one of those things where I just keep seeing them on like TikTok of like these fancy sandwich shops, and they're like turkey and like pulled pork or whatever, and they're like,
that's a no.
You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't match.
Right, exactly. The sandwich is like some
it's like, how do you eat that?
Scooby Doo looking
like,
sandwiches.
Like,
you know what I'm talking?
Yes.
Mystery Inc. made
it's like
this.
a big
Jinkies, like
Jinkies right there.
Like bologna, like that don't match.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to meat, cheese, and lettuce?
Right. What happened to a proper country?
What happened to my sandwich? Were you guys?
They're trying to appeal to those crazy customers.
The influencers.
The influencers, yes.
I guess.
This hidden gem in Hawaii has the biggest sandwiches. KFC. This hidden gem on Oahu has the chitza. The influencers are gonna come for me. I'm sorry. Just saying. But no, it's that was my rant about.
I do want us to go get one.
We might have to try.
We might have to try. Yeah.
I might have to, because we might have to do it separate, like not in the episode, because I have to. I'm not gonna be here next week, so like we might just have to, maybe on the weekends we'll grab it, and then Davis.
And it's Hawaii too. You know, anything that's new, there's gonna be a line. I guarantee KFC, there's gonna be a line outside.
Like so,
like the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich.
People want to try it because it's so dumb. I think.
Yeah,
like you're right. There's gonna be a line because actually anyone wants to eat this.
Exactly.
Because it's just to say I tried it.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
You go on YouTube and there's gonna be like 1 million reviews. Like I tried the chitza. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the chitza. Okay.
I survived.
I survived.
Clickbait. I survived the chitza.
The chitza put me in the hospital. You know, like those kind of like those thumbnails. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm not. Speaking of like, since we were talking about sandwiches and foods, real quick, we'll get into our real under review question. But were you guys growing up crust people or cut those things off? Like as kids.
Sandwiches,
just in general.
Yeah.
As a kid, my mom would just be like, girl, you're eating it. Like,
That's true. That's true.
Requesting the crust to be cut off. Girl.
That's true. Davis.
I was crust on, yeah. I was fine with that.
I don't think you guys are picky eaters.
No. I mean, look,
any kind of food. I mean, Kyle and I are big guys.
Yeah. So whenever we hear like free media food, we don't care what. Like we were talking about last week. Like we don't care. It was good in our heads at least. But I remember my parents wouldn't, but my little brother hated crust. But like that wouldn't fly like in our household. But like when we went to grandma and grandpa's house,
anything happens.
All of a sudden, I'm getting these like little, like when you go to
little sandwiches.
Yeah, no crust, perfectly triangles. So small. I will say, growing up as a kid, like my go-to like lunch was those, the packet of Simon, the brick that you got to boil water in, a bowl of Simon, and a turkey sandwich.
Wow.
It hit. That would be my lunch, and it hit. Obviously, look at me. I grew up eating that.
That brick of Simon, I was, whoa.
The whole Simon with the sauce packet.
Wait, like raw?
No. I'd boil it, like actually make the noodles. But also, too, growing up as a kid, like in your backpack, you
the girls that get it.
If you grew up here in Hawaii, or if you get the brick of ramen and you crack that into
that Ziploc bag. Just
wow.
Pound.
We did not have that in California. We did not do that in California. No.
What was like a go-to snack growing up in California?
Go-to snack.
You know what I realized in the mainland? You all have walking tacos where it's just like the taco meat, like they open the bag of like Doritos or whatever, taco meat, cheese and stuff.
Yeah, that was a thing. I wouldn't say that was a go-to snack for me or my friends. I'm trying to think. For me, one of our favorite kind of like lunches or whatever. You have peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
There was peanut butter and marshmallow fluff. Yeah, it was this super good. They stopped selling it after a while, but it was the best combination. You just get some, basic bread, peanut butter, and then this jar of just white marshmallow fluff. It was like the best thing ever. And then they stopped selling it at stores.
Wait, the marshmallow fluff? Oh, really? I still see it.
I swear I see it sometimes.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I didn't even know that existed until like I moved to the mainland for a little bit because nobody ate that here.
Yeah,
that marshmallow fluff, and then I discovered it, and I was like, "Wait, this is so good."
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it hits different.
It's just pure sugar. It's pure sugar.
It's so good.
Had to have an apple on the side from my mom.
Oh,
but,
that's balance.
Yeah, it's balance right there.
That's cutting calories,
you can't just have the sandwich. You gotta have something on the side.
Also, back in middle school, when we were leaving school, there was always a Manapua truck right outside.
Manapua truck.
I love
that. Would be so good.
Going to the Manapua truck. I get the 2 Manapuas, and like sometimes they have like chow fun.
Oh,
so like, let me get
snack?
After school snack.
Oh my god.
That's your snack?
Again, guys.
You ate a brick of ramen and a turkey sandwich.
Again, guys, I was big, and I still am. Like, I'm getting better, but I was big back then. And like, it was fun to just eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I wondered why I was like cramping up and like dying at football practice 2 hours later because I had an entire meal.
You had a meal that I'd eat in entire like 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was like, looking back at like what I used to eat, yikes. Like on a daily basis too.
Yeah. For us, like, they're 3 minutes away from our high school was a Chipotle. So
that's dangerous.
You already know everyone would walk over there for lunch.
Dangerous.
Yeah, everyone would walk over. You can't go wrong with Chipotle. I know Auntie Lynn would love that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's actually a zone zoo. Like, I can't be that near to a Chipotle.
It's dangerous.
Or like In-N-Out or anything.
Like Mililani was right across the street from Town Center. Mm-hmm. And like before, well, now it's a Raising Cane's at the corner looking at the school, but before it was a Burger King. And that was the spot right at school. Get a Whopper. Or right across from that was the Taco Bell. And it's a Jack in the Box now, but it used to be the KFC. So, like, we had options right off the bat. And then we also had times if you wanted like poke and stuff. So like it was really convenient. And I'm not condoning this, but when I was a senior, I had like 4 TA classes. So like some days I'm like, Mister, you want something from the store? I'm out. And then I just drive off campus.
Wow.
Dang, Kyle.
Yeah, it was different back then. But speaking of fast food and just food in general, I want to give you guys the floor. What is your guys' go-to fast food chain? And if so, to expand upon that, what's your order?
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we? Does it have to be Hawaii, or can I choose something back?
You can choose
in California.
Your favorite.
All right.
Favorite.
You know, as a Californian, I have to choose In-N-Out.
Yeah. There it is.
Yep. In-N-Out. Always have it after game days. You know, you kind of have to in California. It was something all my teammates did. We would all head over to In-N-Out after a big game on Fridays. So
are they open late?
They are.
Like 2 a.m.?
Oh yeah,
really?
they're open very late.
I've never. Yeah.
They're open very late. Always a line though. Always a line. But once you get in there, you find a seat. It's so good. But my order 3x3 animal style with animal style fries. So and a Neapolitan shake. So if you know, you know. There's a secret menu for In-N-Out that is kind of hidden, but it's very good.
I remember when we went to California for men's volleyball, and literally we got a rent-a-car, and then we drove to the area where our Airbnb was. We didn't even get to the Airbnb. We saw an In-N-Out, and we're like, left
we
turn.
went straight there. Yeah, we went straight there.
And then I remember Davis was like, oh, dude, so like there's this secret menu, and I'm like, don't worry. And I said, 1 Neapolitan shake, please. And then like
that was impressive. You're like, oh, this guy knows.
Like, oh, we knew. We knew, and like I think
somebody cooked here.
Yeah, someone cooked here, and I think we both got the 3x3. Yeah, because we were on a plane from Hawaii to California. But yeah, I do agree that you have to. That's a good choice. I like that. See,
I agree. In-N-Out is my favorite. When I was living in Vegas, I would go like 3 times a week. It was not
that's what I'm talking about.
Because we had one right by campus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we had one like right across the street, and obviously it's open to like 2 a.m. and like all the college kids go there, and so I would go a lot. It was not good, but I survived. My go-to order. I'm a survivor.
She is.
My go-to order. You guys are gonna laugh.
No, we won't.
What is it?
What is it?
So it's a cheeseburger, no vegetables.
Oh my god. Keep going. Keep going. What else? What is there?
So it's a cheeseburger, no vegetables, but sauce is fine.
Okay.
Like this is literally me telling that 17-year-old kid, and he's like, "What do you want?"
And it's loud. It's like clanging and banging. Like there's a line.
Literally, and then animal style fries. Yeah. And then depends what mood I'm in. Like if it's super late at night, then I'll get like the pink lemonade or just a regular lemonade.
That's good.
I'm not a big shake girly. But if it's like lunch, then I'll get a Coke.
No vegetables. See, is there a reason why?
I just don't like it. Is there a reason why? Well, the reason is I just don't like it. And I end up picking it off anyway. And then their onions are so oniony, like it's so
that is true.
It like changes the whole taste of the burger. So I just no onions. And then if they leave the lettuce and tomato, I can pick it off.
Right. But I will agree. I'm not a big tomato guy on my burger. I'll do the lettuce and I do like onions personally.
Okay.
But like I don't do raw tomato like that. And
interesting.
I don't know why people give me flack about it, because they're like, you like ketchup, you like tomato sauce. I'm like, it's completely different. Yeah, it's a completely different taste and texture. I don't want this soggy piece of like, you know. But I will say, my favorite fast food, just in general, is Taco Bell. Taco Bell for me has been there on my best days and my worst days, and they have yet to fail me. Well, I will say there are certain Taco Bells in the area of our building that has failed me as far as their hours of operation. If Online it says you guys are open till midnight. I'd expect it to be open at 11. At 11 o'clock?
You're that guy.
After a football game, after a night shift, I would hope that at 10:45 you guys are awake. Because
they're like cleaning up and then they see your car pull up and they're like, oh no.
Like, sorry, closed. And I'm just...
I know. The worst is when you have it in your mind that, like, I'm getting Taco Bell, so you're, like, so excited.
And what sucks is the Taco Bell next to our building is, like, the closest Taco Bell for, like, 3 towns. Like,
that is true.
Right?
Because you have to go further into town if you go that way. And then that way, like, there's not one to, like, Halava.
Exactly. And, like, I don't even know if Halava has, like,
they have one. I've been to that one. It's just, I don't think they open late.
Yeah.
Like,
I think after COVID, I will say a lot of fast food places don't stay open as late as they used to. Yeah. So, and that has to do with like staffing and things like that. That's out of our control. But I'm, you know, when I'm hangry, I'm hangry, and I want my Taco Bell.
You don't want a pizza next time?
Unfortunately,
you don't want a pizza?
Do it.
I can't go for the pizza. Well, side note, I actually did recently have KFC because I wanted.
What did you get? The sandwich?
No, I got the famous bowl. I love it's literally just mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, cheese, and popcorn chicken.
That's a no for me.
Actually, sounds pretty good.
I grew up on the famous bowl. Like, that was one of my favorites from KFC for some reason.
As a picky eater, I grew up on the popcorn chicken.
It's
That's
the same
good
stuff.
too.
It's just in there with the gravy. It's all mixed together.
I don't mix my food.
Yeah, I do know that about you.
I will not be.
I've been known to mix some food, but it's not like hot and cold. Like, I'm not an animal. Like, like certain things can be mixed. Like if my mac and cheese hits the mashed potatoes, like, oops, it'll mix. But like, or like if the stuffing hits the mashed potato, you know,
like, you gotta mix it.
It'll mix well. It's not like I'm putting macaroni, like mac salad into my chili. Like, I know some local people do that, and I cannot condone it. I'm sorry.
People do that.
I can't. And they're like, oh, bro, it's good, bro. I was like, it's good, bro. It's mean, bro. Try them. I was like, I won't try them because I cannot.
I have morals.
I do. I have ideals and I have standards. I can't. But my Taco Bell order, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, hit us.
So currently, it's not too crazy, but I will give you, football player me in college, I'll give you that order after this. But right now, I'm just like, I love those, I love a 5-layer, beefy 5-layer, chicken quesadilla combo that comes with the drink and the taco, but I always get soft. I'm a big soft taco guy.
Okay.
Not a crunchy taco guy.
Crunchy taco girl.
And then if I'm like really hungry and I want like something crunchy, I'll get chips and queso. Or like the chips and the cheese.
Yeah.
It's pretty plain and bland, but I kind of just really just wanted the chips, but it just comes with the cheese. And then Baja Blast.
It's pretty
Baja
good.
Blast forever and always.
I want one right now.
Dude, me too. And it's 9:41.
Sounds good. It's 9:41. Yeah.
And then this is not a moment that I'm proud of. But there was a time in my life that I would do the chicken quesadilla combo meal with the large Baja Blast soft taco, 2 beefy 5-layers, a quesarito, and a nachos Bel Grande. And I would eat that in one sitting.
See, that's a Lyman type of meal right there.
That is you had practice.
That is a zone zoo-it type of meal.
You had practice till 7:30, and then from 7:45 to I think 9 or like 8 something. Wow. We had study hall, and then after study hall, the boys are buzzing, and we're like, we missed the cafeteria.
Yeah. I can respect it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or there'd be some nights where we went to the cafeteria, wasn't really hitting, grabbed whatever we were feeling, and then after study hall, let's hit up the Taco Bell, let's hit up a McDonald's, let's hit up. I mean, for some reason in my college town, Subway stayed open till like midnight.
Yeah.
So like, if we're feeling healthy, let's hit up the Subway. But I do love Taco Bell, and that was the one of the bigger orders that I've ever gotten from there.
It's pretty good.
I did like the quesarito though. The quesarito was game changing.
Never had the quesarito.
It's basically just a burrito with like rice and stuff in it, and then like they wrap it in a secondary tortilla with the cheese sauce. So it's like a layer of cheese and then the burrito.
Pretty good.
The more you know.
It's kind of revolutionary, like the chizza.
Like the chizza. Here, wait.
Cue it up.
Chizza.
Chizza.
The chizza.
This episode is sponsored.
No.
It's not.
No,
We're not.
It's not.
We're not. We are definitely not.
Well, now all of you guys know where to find us.
Yeah.
Late nights, Kyle will be at Taco Bell.
You guys have to go to the mainland.
Cienna and I have to go to.
What are we doing?
If you're ever in California and somehow Cienna and I seem to be over there too, In-N-Out.
Catch us at the In-N-Out.
I think every work trip we've been on, Davis, we've had to hit In-N-Out.
Oh, that's
you got to. It's a staple. In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A not so much now because they're here.
It's here now, and they seem to be growing. I feel like there's always a new spot.
I mean,
there's like 3 now.
Is there one in Kapolei now?
Yeah, it just opened.
Because I know there's the one on Beretania and then the one at Ala Moana, right?
Yeah.
So
Mel went to the
Maui,
one with her friend without me. So.
Oh.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
It was a little, I was a little heartbroken.
Yeah.
I thought, bring me an order back, and
Right.
no, she didn't.
It's like, did this ring me nothing?
She didn't bring me.
Uh-oh.
Chick-fil-A.
Uh-oh. Zoom in.
I'm gonna Kyle, zoom into this. Mel, you didn't bring me Chick-fil-A.
You are 100% in the right. You are never wrong.
Mel is the princess, but also too that's not boys. Come on, that's on boys. For her to do that.
What if she brought you back a pizza?
A pizza. Oh my
she stopped
god.
at a separate store.
She got the Chick-fil-A. She went to KFC for the pizza for me.
It was right next door. I thought you wanted to try it.
Oh.
That would be the funniest payback for this part of the episode if she heard it in my life, because you be cooking it up. We be seeing the pictures. You're Gordon Ramsay.
Like Gordon Ramsay's. Yeah, I've been getting really into cooking, everyone.
He made this chicken dish with like this special sauce and these glazed carrots.
Wrapped in prosciutto.
Yes.
Yeah. Wrapped in prosciutto, some glazed carrots on the side.
Mm-hmm. And like, what was the sauce again? Like a lemon sauce or?
Yeah, it was it was kind of like a lemon sauce. There were 2 different sauces for the carrots. Oh. Well, there was like a carrot glaze, and then there was a separate sauce for like the chicken, but you could like put it all over. Oh. Yeah, it was pretty good. I forgot I'll send you guys the recipe.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make it.
Because I know both of you are very. Yeah. I'll make it for you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're actually gonna have a sleepover.
Yeah. We're gonna have.
We're gonna come
I got
over.
the cookies.
Yes.
We're gonna play some of this NCAA.
Oh yes.
We're gonna live stream it.
Get on Twitch.
Yeah. What up, guys? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We get W's in the chat, but you be cooking it up, and I think it'd be so funny that one day Mel's like, "Oh, I'll do dinner," and just gets 2 pizzas. To share.
That would be the day. Yeah.
That'd be I'd cry laughing. That'd be criminal, but I'd cry laughing.
It's pretty good.
I think it's time for us to actually get out of here so we can
say farewell and say farewell to you.
Oh yeah.
Because Kyle is leaving. We might be able to do a Zoom.
Able to get me. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to a conference next week with Eddie Dowd, so I'm hoping to learn some stuff. About being a reporter. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It should be fun.
And our hotel is right next to an In-N-Out, so I will be sending pictures.
Oh, see, that's the best part.
I will be sending
trips.
Pictures.
Yeah.
I will also find the nearest Panera because I like Panera too.
Panera's good.
Yeah, Panera.
I'm sorry, Davis, but
this is just rubbing it in. It's all right. It's all right, Kyle. It's all right.
I know.
We just said our favorite fast food, and you had to mention In-N-Out. I get it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
But we got to get out of here. We're gonna head to our nearest KFC today. Grab the pizza. But
the pizza.
Thanks so much again for listening or watching to this episode of HNN Overtime. To listen to our other episodes, you can head to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get the rest of our HNN podcasts. And be sure to check out the video version on the HNN YouTube page. And follow us on Instagram, HNN Overtime, no spaces. That's where all the fun's going to be had. Where we're gonna probably
bonus
start,
clips.
Yeah, the bonus clips,
yeah.
all the graphics that pop up. So it's all the fun. It's all on HNN Overtime. For Cienna, Pilotin, Davis, Pitner, I'm Kyle Chinen. Thanks so much for listening and watching. Aloha.
This podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.